Are you trying to move to Tennessee, but your current home just won't sell? It's kind of like the universe just hit pause on your plans and forgot to tell you why. Maybe your house has been on the market for weeks and the showings just have slowed down. And you're starting to wonder, am I going to be unpacking all of these moving boxes right back in the garage again? In this video, we're going to talk about why the market feels stuck, what smart sellers are doing to get unstuck, and how to keep your move to Chattanooga, well, moving. Even if it feels like everything else is hitting red light after red light. First, you are not alone, so just take a deep breath. The real estate market has shifted pretty much everywhere in the country. It's not just where you are. Homes are sitting longer, buyers are being more cautious, and they get to be a little bit more selective. Some sellers are finding it harder than they expected to get the traction that they need. So in this first section, we're going to explore why the market feels like it's stuck. But before we get into why it's happening, let's cover just a couple of fundamentals. Typically, if we're seeing 4 or less months of inventory, that's going to be a seller's market. Now, what is inventory? That just means how long it would take to sell all of the homes that are currently on the market if no new listings were added. So if we're in that 4 to 6 month range, it's going to be considered a pretty balanced market. And over 6 months of inventory, we're going to be looking at a buyer's market. And right now in Chattanooga, we're sitting at about 3.65 months of inventory. So still, it's technically a seller's market. But why doesn't it feel like it? Here's why. We've got higher interest rates, affordability challenges, and a lot of uncertainty around the economy, just not knowing which direction the economic policies are headed. All of this has cooled buyer activity from what we had become used to over the past 4 or 5 years. Homes that would have gone under contract in 3 days last year, now they might take 30 or more. And while that might feel like something's wrong, it's not. It's actually just the market returning to a healthier, more sustainable pace. Fast isn't always better, especially when buyers are making one of the biggest decisions of their lives. Like the old saying goes, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. But here's the key, homes are still selling. They're just not selling the way that they were. And that means that you and your agent need to pivot. Okay, let's zoom out for a little bit and look at my local data. Now just keep in mind that this is going to be different from your locale, but for the most part, people around the country are feeling the same. Now I pulled local data from my MLS for the past 10 years just to give a little perspective on where we are right now. Now take a look at this chart. This is the monthly inventory available year by year. See how things started back in 2015, and from there through 2018, we had a little decline in our housing inventory. And those big spikes that you see every year are the winter months, because it's just a little bit slower at that time. And then when 2020 hit, boom, homes started selling at lightning speed. But now, check out 2023 and 2024. We're climbing back up, but we're still at an absorption rate below 8 to 10 years ago. And no, it's not a crash. You can just think of it as a recalibration. We're moving toward a more sustainable pace. So if your home has been sitting for a few weeks or even a couple of months, that's not unusual. That's actually normal. It just feels unusual because we've spent the last few years living in a market that was also stuck. It was just stuck on fast forward. And now in markets like Florida and Texas, prices are falling faster. And for people like you trying to sell there to move here, yeah, that can be unnerving. I totally get it. But here's the good news. Once you understand what's happening and adjust your approach, you're in a much better position to make confident decisions instead of reactive ones. Now, this second section is going to be some smart strategies in selling. Now, you might be wondering, what can I do besides keep calm and carry on? When the market changes, your strategy has to change too. Here are a few real questions that you should be asking your listing agent. Question number 1, how did you come up with this listing price? If the answer sounds like guesswork or just what you wanted to hear, that's going to be a red flag. A good agent should walk you through the comps, the current competition, and local buyer behavior. Ask them, what homes will my buyers be comparing us to online? Because that is your real competition, not just the neighbor who sold their house last year. Also, ask how they're factoring in the current interest rates, because a buyer shopping today at 7% is looking very differently than they were at 3%. Now, question number 2, what's your plan if we don't get traction in 2 weeks? Silence after a listing is deadly, and a great agent has a plan. Maybe it's a price adjustment, new marketing, getting new eyes on it. You just want that strategy before you go live. And question number 3, how are you marketing this home online beyond just the MLS? Ask about professional photography, virtual tours, social ads, email campaigns. If out-of-town buyers are your best bet, then you need to reach them. If your agent has, say, a YouTube channel that focuses on relocating buyers like this guy, see if they can create a video to send to their list of contacts. And ask them to send an email to the participants of their MLS too. You only get one first impression, and these days, that impression is digital. If the listing doesn't stop the scroll, it's already lost. And now a bonus question is, what are you doing with feedback? Your agent should be following up, getting buyer feedback, and sharing it with you. If you keep hearing, it's too dark, it's too dated, the price is too high, you want to know that early on. Not all agents want to have those hard conversations, but you need them to. Now, let's hit pause here for a second. If you're feeling frustrated, it's okay. This is hard. It's not just a transaction, it's your life, your plans, your timeline, your dreams of what's next. So if you've been beating yourself up for not selling fast, just don't. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just navigating a very different kind of market than what you were expecting from the last couple of years. Now, one more tip, ask your agent if buyers are hesitant about anything in your photos. Small things like lighting or the paint color or clutter can dramatically change a buyer's emotional reaction. A minor adjustment could lead to a major improvement in results. Hey, I'm Chris Roberts, your experienced licensed real estate agent right here in the Chattanooga region, serving areas from Georgia all the way up to Cleveland, Tennessee. Now, I understand that buying or selling a home is a significant decision, and I am here to help guide you every step of the way on your timeline. So whether you're considering a move in the coming weeks or months, let's have a conversation about your goal. You can connect with me through the link that's right below, or feel free to call or text me from the number that you'll see right here on the screen. And you can even just send me an email today. Now, in this third section, we are going to talk about the fun part, which is making that leap to Chattanooga or Cleveland. Eastern Tennessee has a lot going for it. Affordability, outdoor access, a growing job market, and that balance between small town charm and modern conveniences. We also have no state income tax, which can make a huge difference in your take-home pay or your retirement budget. Now, if you're moving from out of state, I've built my process to make that easy. With remote tours, custom videos, neighborhood insights that go beyond just the Zillow listing. Think of me as your Chattanooga area concierge. And if you're torn between a few areas, I can help you weigh the pros and cons. Internet access, commute times, schools, the local vibe, all the real life stuff that you can't filter for in a home search. And if you haven't yet, use that form that's right below to schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, and check out this video right here for some info on one of my favorite neighborhoods. Now, this fourth section is going to be about how I can help on both ends. Something else just to keep in mind is that I work with a trusted network of agents around the country. So if you haven't chosen a listing agent, or you're just really not sure that yours is a fit, I can help connect you with someone that I'd trust with my own family's sale. This isn't just about buying in Tennessee, it's about a life transition, and I'm here to guide you all the way through it. Now, this fifth section is going to be about staying encouraged, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Your home might take longer to sell. It might take some more flexibility. but homes are selling and buyers are still buying. You can make this move happen. You can sell it with confidence. Just don't use yesterday's strategy in today's market. Get real and get creative and work with a team that's proactive, not just reactive. Because remember, every market is going to be a little bit different. But one thing is universal. Buyers respond to value, presentation, and pricing. You can't control the market, but you can control how your home shows up in it. And now finally, if you are thinking about relocating to the Chattanooga area, but feel stuck because your current home isn't selling, let's talk. Click on the link below and fill out a short form to schedule a consultation, or just text me at the number on the screen in front of you. We can map out a smart strategy, connect you with trusted professionals, and finally get you where you want to be, which is not just in a house, but really living your best life in Chattanooga.